Just a quick sound check. So I'm going to be looking at doing a few things today. I have my own things that I need to work on. So my main thing is where the balance is in my feet at the moment. I need to make sure that I'm not hanging out too far forward on my toes. So I'll personally be focusing on that. Whenever you go into a practice session, you should always have something that you are particularly focusing on. But then you also have to react to the balls that come to you and the game situation if it is a game. So for me, I'm looking at a couple of main things. Number one, I'm just starting. This is my first ball, so I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to try anything crazy. As the voice recorder falls out of my pocket, hold up. Can you zip that pocket up? Does the pocket zip up?
No, it doesn't.
Shit.
Think
Let's go with the left one. It just did. Let's go with that one. Just hoping I don't get hit in the pad. Whatever. Alright, sorry about that. So at the beginning of any innings, unless it's the last few balls of the game, you're looking to get an idea of what kind of pace the ball is coming onto you, what kind of pace the pitch has, and most importantly, what the bowlers are doing. Now, as we have a few spinners today, that rule of course goes out the window if you bowl short to me. I will hit the ball and hit the ball hard when you bowl short. But at the beginning mainly, I'm looking to ignore any balls that are wide outside off. I'm not going to go fishing for anything. I'm just going to play nice and solid to begin with. Get some drives out, play mostly defensive to get my eye in. Now, let's have a look at Shafi. Alright, so most of the paces today are just kind of getting warmed up, so they're going to be a little bit all over the place. It's a good chance to get rid of any bad balls that they bowl, but if they bowl a good ball, I'm going to let it go, because at this stage I'm not super comfortable with where I am relative to the ball. So at the beginning I just want to get nice and steady and get used to the ball. Again, if this is the time to dispatch shit balls, so short balls like that, or very wide balls, or very full balls, I can have a crack at, but mostly I'm looking to just be defensive at the start. Now, when he comes back around, I'll talk about spin a little bit, but it is mostly pace here. So something like that, later on, wide ball, I'm going to chase after it, I'm going to have a crack at it. He's giving me a bit of width there. But right now, that's likely to get me some kind of edge as I figure out where the ball is. So right now, I'm just getting behind the ball, keeping my head on top of the ball, keeping my weight nice and balanced, not trying anything special, figuring out where I am at that day, how I'm feeling, how the ball's moving, what the bowlers are looking like. Okay, so it's a new ball. Need to be a little careful of the swing. Okay, so with a spinner, just wait up. So with the spinners, what I'm looking for, you have to consider what the spinner's goal is, right? Paces, they're looking for LBWs, bold, edges, that kind of stuff. For spinners, they're more likely to get your wicket based around you hitting the ball to someone deep on the boundary. So there's usually a long on, maybe a long off, a deep mid wicket, cow corner. You're right. So what I'm looking to do is rotate the strike. No, you're good. by pushing the ball to that long on, long off kind of area. So even there, probably could have gone a cut shot. It was a little bit too wide. But what I'm going to mainly look for at the beginning with him is to rotate the strike around by pushing the ball to the mid-on, mid-off area. Super important with spinners. They're always going to have people back there. There's always runs on the taking. So a new ball again, if it's outside off, I'm going to let it go. Okay, so spinner again, that game situation. I'm just going to try and push a single, rotate the strike. Nope, not when he bowls it there. Because with spinners, it's super important to get them frustrated, so that they have to move their field around, which will open up a new gap for me. As well as force him to change his line and length. Now, a lot of people strain on the pads here. It's not great. Okay. Probably should have just left that for a while. All right, so new ball. I'm looking to get over the top of the ball. Leave it if it's outside off. That's that dangerous area where if you go fishing for it, you're likely to get an edge. Okay, Dorje's been pretty full, so I'm looking to get on the front foot as he bowls a short one. You start to get a gist of where people are bowling on a particular day. Keep in mind on a Saturday or Sunday, you're not going to know. All right, so new guy, I'm going to see what he's like. What? Okay, so spinners, again, looking to push to mid-on or mid-off if he pitches it full. If he's short, then by all means have a crack. So far he's been pretty short except for the first two balls. Alright, so even there I'm going to have a crack. I was actually just trying to not get my hand caught in the microphone. But I'm still going to hit it flat, as it's too early for me to be trying to take any crazy risks. And I'm looking to keep the ball along the ground, even if I am hitting a couple of balls a little harder. Oh, good ball. All right, so that one was a lack of first movement by me. Oh, ball. I didn't get my set trigger position moving. I got caught flat-footed. I need to get across behind the ball so that my head ends up over the top of it. If my bat ends up outside my center of gravity, or away from my center of gravity, I'm in trouble. So to negate the swing, I'm coming forward to him, getting towards where I think, or where the ball is going to, not to where the ball is. All right, so spinners again, practicing pushing like that. You may be able to get to that one, but it's not a fancy shot. It's not going to get me 4 runs. It's going to frustrate the ball. All right, we'll talk about Roger next round. He is tricky. All right, Sid's been a little loose. So when he flights it up like that, I want to get to the pitch of the ball so I don't end up hitting the ball in the air. But again, I'm still looking to just push forwards towards the single. Let's stay low. regards to what I'm thinking about each ball, generally I try and turn my brain off. I usually have some kind of song in my head. So that's a good ball by Shafi, and there's no reason for me to play it. Later on, ball's not moving around, I could be a little bit more sure about where the ball is going. Then I can go after it. So in regards to what Shafi what I was talking about before, what I have in my head, usually have the one or two things that you're working on. So me, my weight distribution. Usually have the game situation. Now, at what point of the game is it? Should I be looking for singles? Should I be rotating the strike? Should I be starting upping the tempo or whatever? But after that, you don't want to think too much. You don't want to go into a plan of, oh, I'm going to do this particular thing, this one ball. You don't want to premeditate too much. Oh, no. Too late. Open my head up. I keep my head over as I glance. Because generally it's the hard work that you've put in making sure that your muscle memory is there that really gets you going, rather than trying to think too much on each delivery. Alright, Shafi a little too full there, so I'm getting a little more comfortable with the pace of things, and a little more comfortable of how much that ball is moving. So if he goes full, I'm going to know there's not going to be much movement after the bounce. It can be a little bit more adventurous in going after him. My ball, no need. Alright, so spinners again. Still looking for that gap in front of me in that V. Making sure that I'm staying over the ball, keeping my head forward as much as I can. Alright, so Roger. Roger's tricky. He's going to take a lot of wickets because people think he's easy to hit it out of the park. But he hasn't got any pace on the ball, which means that you have to generate the pace yourself, which means it's unlikely you're going to clear the fence. So instead, I'm going to go after him. See there, trying to push it past Sid for an easy single. Instead of trying to smack Roger over the fence, I'm going to smash it hard, but flat. That was a tricky length, probably could have driven it, but no need. Not worth the risk. Alright, Gunhal's moving it a little late. And he's slightly short, so I might screw around with my stance a little bit for him. So Shafi's probably either going to bowl a short ball or an off-speed ball. Called it. Huh? Enough. Alright, so still looking to push. Alright, give me a little bit more speed. Can use the pace. Hit him past point, hopefully. So Roger again. I'm going to try and hit it hard, sure, but hit it hard and flat. Hopefully through covers. Good ball. So there, even though I'm forced into defense, if I can push it past him, I can get a single. Alright, so I think I'm going to move back a little from Gunhal. He's a little back of the length. Give me a little bit more time for the ball to rise so I can get him on the front foot. This guy's bowled nothing but full pitch deliveries, so when he comes in, I'm getting the idea of the bowler, right? He's always full, so I know I can be on the front foot. Shafi rarely bowls two bounces in a row, so either off spin or full. Oop, little shot. Shouldn't bowl one shot but delivery to me, let alone two. I'll take it. Again, past the bowler. Enough. You're looking at the bowler's hand. So there he tried to bowl a little bit of a carabao. Whoop. Sorry, man. So you've got time with Roger to move your feet around and hit the ball where you want. So instead, I'll look to push it past him. So even though I probably could have done more with that, probably could have got back and across and pulled him, that's a comfortable single and I'm happy with that. All right, so Gunnerhall's a little short. I'm coming back and I'm going to go off the back foot. And he bowls a full one. Whoop. Yes, this guy's a little full. So I'm automatically leaning on my front foot a little and wide. Okay, so I'm looking for Shafi's hand. He grips a little different when he's off speed. Good ball. Thought about it. Spinners again. Last round. Well, fuck it, I'm going then. A little bit of width. Play it on the side, even though ideally my strongest shot is through the onside. I'll take the width he gives me. I don't want to be too premeditated. That's how Roger takes wickets. Play through your shot, not across. Let's screw it, last round. Too short set. So I'm going to go have to go to hell here. No matter what, premeditated. This is going back over his head. Not enough. And because it's Shafi, I think I'll play a bit of a scoop. Whoop. Take one more. So, main points. Spinners, we all try and hit them out of the park. Instead, try and think about where your fielders are, where they set their fielders, and how you can play with them. So the main point, that's a big thing for me on the weekends, is looking to rotate the strike, particularly on things like the first delivery of a spinner's over. Always try and rotate the strike on the first ball. Very frustrating for the bowlers. Always look for, after a big shot, you tend to get a little full of yourself and want to go again. Look to rotate the strike. Nothing more frustrating for a bowler. Then they move someone to the regular mid-on as well as the long on. Boom, there's a new gap in the field. So when I practice, I think about where is this bowler likely to have fielders set for me? And what can I do to pick those gaps and make runs? Runs is not fours and sixes. Runs is runs. So singles, play with the ball, find some gaps, make some quick doubles. Anyway, that was my batting.